Hi, I'm Cayla Kluver, the author of Legacy, and I'm sitting outside my house in Wisconsin, and I'm just going to answer some questions that I get frequently, or some that I get infrequently. And for those of you who have read Legacy, I hope you liked it, and for those of you who haven't, I hope you picked it up. Three things about me that might surprise you. I can't eat seafood. I'm not allergic to it, but I have a very strong mental aversion to it. Except for tuna. I can eat tuna. But other than that, I don't even like walking through the fish section of the store. The highlight of my soccer career was when I almost made a goal on my birthday. I played for a couple years, and that was the closest I ever got. And I have a secret crush on Joe Jonas. I think I'm gonna go with, I mean, my mom, if I'm being realistic, but in terms of celebrity, if you will. I think I'd go with Nancy Drew, because she's always, she's spunky, you know, even if some people want to say those books are dated, you know, because it was obviously the advancement of women in our society has come a long way since the time those books were first written, but she's, you know, she uses her brain and she's supported by the people in her life, and she goes where she's not supposed to and nothing stops her. I would transform into a horse because they are gorgeous and big and powerful, and I just love the look of their muscles when they run. They look so beautiful and graceful, and I have yet to accomplish that in my human form. Not really. I mean, I have to have like a notebook that I feel fits the story, especially if I'm like starting something new, and I need a pen that writes well and is pretty. That's it's kind of my ritual. One of my favorite quotes is by Albert Hubbard, and that's, "To avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, be nothing." And I just think that one's dead on. So many people are just terrified of criticism that, you know, he's 100% right. You can't avoid it. And you should get it. You know, if you're pleasing everybody, you're doing something wrong. I came up with the idea for Narian's story, and just the concept of a boy who'd been kidnapped and taken to like an enemy land, raised there with their beliefs, and to have a future and a destiny in their culture, and then to discover that he actually belonged somewhere else, and reconnect with his family and everything. And so the whole concept of legacy came out of just wanting to tell that story. Everybody, you know, when you're walking down the street or in the mall, people you pass, people are ordering food in the food court next to you, everybody just has a different manner about them and a different way of speaking, different accents. Obviously the people who are close to me, but you know, when I'm creating a character, it's not so much, I don't think that I base characters off of people, just I feel like the aura of a person, kind of, you know, just when you meet someone, you kind of know these first impressions, and depending on what kind of character it's supposed to be, it just kind of bubbles up from the page. It's just there. I would go for Narian, because I think the hottest thing in a guy is respect for women. And Staldor, at his heart, is a chauvinist, no matter what, you know, kind of preconceptions are being questioned toward the end of Legacy, or as You will find out throughout the trilogy. I'd go with Marion. You know, that's not really up to me, it's up to my publisher, but I'm sure that there will be something. I mean, promo's everything, so I can't imagine that we won't give you something. Well, I've finished all 3 of the books in the Legacy trilogy, Legacy, Allegiance, and Sacrifice. They're all with my editor. And I am now working on a couple of different things. You know, I want to do some contemporary time period things, and I want to obviously do some more fantasy. I mean, I love it. That's not going anywhere. And mystery and maybe something darker. I don't know, you know, there are a lot of different things that I'm working on, and I have yet to kind of settle on one, I think. I speak rudimentary Spanish, very, very basic. You know, I can say things like, ¿Dónde está el banco? And ¿Cómo estás? I could probably pass for the village idiot in a Spanish town. That's about my level of Spanish knowledge. I speak a little German, enough to say I'm a foreigner and I don't speak German well. And other than that, nope. I would really like to learn some foreign languages. It would be more wooded than like a beach. I know that was part of the question. It would be New Zealand. I mean, clearly. That's where they filmed Lord of the Rings. Who doesn't want to go there now? I love pasta. Blue. Pretty ones?